In the coming spring period, there are special days when the light becomes very bright. These are the days when the masculine heart is touched by higher light. The feminine mystery is revealed to those who can receive the truth, so that it resonates. A beautiful connection is created between the masculine and feminine energy. Pillars of light arise where the energy is pure. These pillars of light are placed centrally and they strengthen the frequency, strengthen the anchoring and open up the masculine heart. Activations: the light players send and receive the light that rises from the crystalline core of Mother Earth, but there is also a special activation energy from the cosmos. The purified areas where the gravel converges in a sacred point form the base of the pillar of light. This vertical line of light resonates loudly and spreads the light. You can compare this to the antennas that receive and transmit waves of images and sound on your radio or TV. The crown is like a flower that can be opened and closed for the heavenly signals. Make sure you are well attuned to the higher light, so that a pleasant upload can always come to you. Receiving the celestial signal in a pure way is linked to the sensitivity of the heart connecting to the crown and vice versa. Some petals have become slightly out of tune and can be rebalanced using sound, restoring the waves and lifting blockages. The trauma or being a lot in the head can keep the petals closed like a bud. All of this can be restored very subtly and with thoughtfulness. A direct healing of the crown can also replace the old petals with new energy. Then not only the crown is restored, but your entire system. Everything is connected, and as the crown receives a higher vibration, the other chakras, such as the heart, can be raised. It is an interaction between the photons and atoms of light. In the cell, all this will be received and activated. Detox of the masculine heart. The masculine heart is drowned in pure love, and in this special process a light casts over the spots of the shadows, where the toxins can leave the body. If this is not done correctly, other organs can be affected. Be aware if heart trouble occurs, and take the necessary measures. The moment you have a lot of trouble with the heart or other organs, stand still and see what is required. Listen carefully to the inner voice and pay attention to the signals. If necessary, take a break for a while, because the old masculine part will die away and a newer layer will appear. In this new layer, a deeper view of the outside world develops, where compassion and care for others is expressed. The new man in Aquarius awakens. Transmutations from the Christ consciousness, united consciousness, take time and cannot all be accomplished at once. It is waves of awareness where the pillar of light plays a major role. Being balanced within requires extra energy. Ensure balance is maintained in the transition from the old to the new. There is a lot of movement in the collective masculine consciousness, and the cosmic waves are working hard in the feminine and masculine energy. The new woman in Aquarius, she stood in the light of Mary's energy last year. Many then woke up in an innovative layer. The heart resonates differently. Some have been touched but not yet activated, and this will now open at a faster rate. They are activated to support the masculine energy of the heart and to bring about the exchange of knowledge. The mysterious feminine part opens. They are deep processes that open up the masculine consciousness, and tears can begin to flow. There are tears over the distorted process, from when the masculine and feminine in the heart are disturbed. They weep and now see how the masculine energy has become fragmented and distracted by lower material things. The restrictions in the masculine energy prevented them from blossoming into their mystical, feminine, layer. Human nature. The original natural codes form a very beautiful and subtle energy. Breaking this balance is a crime against humanity. In the present, feelings and love are often presented as a superficial and complicated subject. Right now, when the new age is born, people can stand up for what is really true. Sexuality is a sacred energy, but it has been relegated to a lower purpose. The true feeling. Some who have sensitive minds become confused, the feminine side is repressed and the frustration is launched with an explosion into the world of matter. In their hearts they lack the spiritual feminine connection, creating only a superficial way. Aquarius children cannot integrate this and get stuck. It is an energy that contains a lot of sadness and, above all, frustration. Don't let all this escalate into something sick for future generations. The highly sensitive child can grow up in freedom through the movement from within. They can develop their own feeling and magical experience in a natural and creative way without manipulation from the outside. In a safe and not in a public environment, where so much extra stimulation can occur. Those who are still not understood can lose themselves completely in all this. The gifted child has his own natural path with his own universal wisdom, which you should not try to reverse. The ridicule of the feminine energy has derailed in another form. There will be many layers of vibration as the current vibration rises further. With respect for the masculine and the feminine, much can be explored in a creative and spiritual way. It is the loving intention that counts here. Many temptations arise, but these are far from natural and healthy behavior, because there is no respect for the naturally feminine and masculine form, but instead monstrous forms arise. This is called escalation techniques. Escalation techniques, everything from the small to the big gets confused, so that the natural feeling from the heart is blocked. Connecting to oneself or to someone else is a sacred connection, and operates in the subtle layers of inner feeling. To connect in unity with nature, where the core can be explored. What is it really about? This inner experience is a unique experience that can be gently opened by each individual. Without divine intentions, this can go awry, with fanatics clamoring over the world for subtle emotions. Fly up like the white dove and land together in a frequency that suits you. Include your own feelings of divine love and creativity. Allow the Kundalini to arise naturally, as it keeps your body and mind healthy. Emptiness and superficiality. When the lower path of emptiness is trodden, sick manifestations arise that make a mockery of everything. Intrusion occurs in the area of gender changes, let it occur naturally and not from aggression. There are many planets where the feminine and masculine are expressed in different ways. Combined with the sacred laws, anything can be created from a subtle feeling, but not from manipulation. In the lower layers, the ego is central. The new energy will also resonate in this layer, but when it is far removed from its spiritual core, despair sets in and they no longer know what to do. They fill the void with a terrible madness that goes too far. Help is coming. The higher light will guide and limit them. Beauty and warmth. Those who will respectfully examine all this will be supported by the universal light. The new Aquarian path will continue smoothly with much depth and wonder. The dimensions of light are opening and the new earth is emerging in their hearts. They will feel connected to everything, with special connections growing into true friendship. A warm glow in the form of a pure energy, comes between those who have healed themselves. Internal nuclear explosions. These are explosions sent from the heart when two people lovingly touch each other, their energy then merges and explodes in the pineal gland. Be aware of the many changes that will occur in the lower and higher resonances. Leave, temporarily, that which no longer feels good. The cosmic waves come to earth in many forms of pure light, and the pillars of light begin to spread an energy that restores balance. This gives a lot of movement in the emotions and toxic parts vibrate off. Hybrid solar eclipse. The solar eclipse in Australia and Indonesia on April 20, 2023, symbolizes the dark spot that is now emerging. This can be healed and detoxified, so that the higher vibration can arise in your system. The corona is the beautiful halo of light that arises around the sun, and this indicates that there is a special protection against the light. Accept the cosmic protection offered to you.